We will therefore now turn to the next item of business, which is the Stage 3 proceedings for the Housing Scotland Bill. In dealing with the amendments, members should have the bill as amended at Stage 2, that is SP Bill 45A, the marshalled list and the groupings of amendments. The division bell will sound and proceedings will be suspended for around 5 minutes for the first division of the Stage 3. The period of voting for the first division will be 30 seconds. Thereafter, I will allow a voting period of 1 minute for the first division after a debate. Members who wish to speak in the debate on any group of amendments should press the request to speak buttons or enter RTS in the chat function as soon as possible after I call the group. And members should now refer to the marshalled list of amendments. And I would just make the following comments before we move to the next group, which is Group 9, which is that, of course, all the matters to be discussed and debated are extremely important, and I understand that all members would wish to do justice to that. But equally, I would hope that members would reflect on having succinct contributions whilst achieving those objectives. And I would also ask that in interventions, members make their interventions brief. And with that, we move to Group 9. I call Amendment 178 in the name of the Cabinet Secretary in a group of its own. And I call on the Cabinet Secretary to move and to speak to Amendment 178.
Okay. I move Amendment 178 in my name, which responds to amendments which are lodged at Stage 2, which sought to create a statutory duty to publish a report every 5 years on the operation and effectiveness of rent controls. At Stage 2, we recognise the overarching aim of those amendments and we agreed to consider them further before now. I have therefore brought forward Amendment 178. It obliges ministers to conduct a review on the operation and effectiveness of Part 1 of the bill and to prepare a report on this review. This will be informed by consultation with local authorities and representatives of landlords and tenants and will take place 5 years from the provisions of Part 1 taking effect. This ensures that the review is carried out after the first cycle of local authority assessments of rent controls and will therefore be informed by Part 1 having operated. And this is the only way we can truly review the process and the operation of rent controls in practice, and I ask members to support the amendment.
Thank you, Cabinet Secretary. I note that no other members have sought to make a contribution, and I would ask whether the Cabinet Secretary has anything to add by way of wind-up. Nothing to add. Thank you, Cabinet Secretary. The question is therefore that Amendment 178 be agreed to. Are we all agreed? The Parliament is agreed. I call Amendment 6 in the name of Maggie Chapman, already debated with Amendment number 1. Maggie Chapman, to move or not move?
Moved.
Moved. The question is therefore that Amendment 6 be agreed to. Is the Parliament agreed? No. The Parliament is not agreed. There will be a division. And as this is the first division of the Stage 3 proceedings, I suspend for around 5 minutes to allow members to access the digital voting system. Thank you.